I do. So,
I missed all that.
oh wow, oh gosh, that's okay.
Okay.
So I'm still working on it. I love how you said earlier about going back to just honesty. I've been working on just core values and really digging into, if I really believe what I believe about my core values, am I really living them? And do they compel me to make a difference? And so that's kind of where I am this week. But as far as, I'm really just doing that. I'm digging in to see, who am I really? What am I doing that's really making a difference? How do I really, feel about the difference I've made? And is it enough? And so for right now, it's working on a workshop that I really have already done, but I think some of the fear has caught up with me, like, oh, this might actually work. And so I'm kind of there. And so now it's like, I'm serious and I want to learn from the best because it's real easy to just sort of be complacent in where you are. And I don't ever want that. I don't want to ever want that for anybody else either. And so I want to encourage others to just keep moving forward. And so in order to do that, I have to do that as well. So that's why I'm here and that's what I'm doing right now. So thanks for letting me share and thanks for inviting me.
Awesome. Love that. That was more kind of, you were very honest where you were at more than your signature brand story, but that's okay because we haven't gone over that a lot. I think we did a live that kind of broke it down. You guys can go follow her. Actually, everybody put your Instagrams in here or whatever you want to put, whatever social it is. I'm JJC Entrepreneur on Twitter. I appreciate the kind words. So I've been doing offers, master's marketing for like 3 years, probably 4 years now for it, ever since I did my first one. And selling 3K offers for 6 weeks was like really my signature, like, oh my God, I actually figured this out. People made 3K for 6 weeks. Let me not suck. Let me make this work. Since then, I've got clients go on and do over 8 and 9 figures. John Jasniak, so the big one, right? You always talk about the big stress. I had a lot of people pay me $250, okay? And I said, you pay $2,500, your money back guarantee, that's risk reversal. But $250 wasn't a lot to them, so they didn't take a lot of action. I actually had another guy have me look over copy for a webinar for $7,800 for one Zoom call, and he took out his trip to Hawaii. So a lot of times, as coaches and consultants, like we all are, I said, you're all consultants, right? We've all coached somebody or someone, we've all helped someone, we've all inspired somebody, okay? Just sometimes we get paid for it, sometimes you don't, right? Because of that, knowing how to price it out to your avatar is everything, and nobody knows. Everybody needs guidance, and that's what we help do, okay? So we go over a 6-week process of this. I'm actually, I don't know if I have the actual sheets. So let's get one of our inner circle members. Tony was out in, but let's go to Amber. Amber, you want to tell people what you do really quick? Miss Next Disneyland creator here.
Yeah, so about 15 years ago, my sister passed away. She had a really hard life and she actually ended up committing suicide. And so I was going through a lot of hard things at the time, and I found that writing scripts for kids was really helping me get through everything. So I just kept writing scripts, and now I have a kids show and it's live and we tour around and put on our kids show.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. Oh, we got Silver. We're getting people coming here. So that's Lamuna Land. So Disneyland, by the way, I love because you guys can always push back at me. I'm a marketer. I'll say stuff. Amber actually pushed back at me.
Benefits to buying real estate is
Who's that?
Sorry, that's me. Sorry.
That's good. She's a real estate module and stuff too. She's been around with me for a while. I kind of want to feature Russell or Tony because they were out there at the event with me. Tony G, really quick inner circle member, and then I'm going to get into the training, and then we'll do some introductions at the end with some of the newer guests. Tony G, you want to say what you do and maybe give a little recap of the LA Style event meetup?
Yeah. So the event was great. It was very happening, very formal, great turnout. I'm an actor. I moved out here to Miami from Los Angeles. I started acting out there.
Even though he's a San Francisco bridge behind him.
I don't know why. I got to change that. It's not working out. So Jeff's helping me market myself. I recently started creating my own reels on Instagram to help boost my brand, my name, get it out there. It's based on my personality, my funny character, I'm the guy that walks into a restaurant. I'll act crazy and stupid on purpose just to make people laugh. So I'm pursuing that route in my career. And the event was pretty good. It was a lot of people from like high caliber careers, I guess. Everyone does something different. I wasn't really prepared for it, but I did meet a lot of people, and I would love to go back next year as well.
Yeah, so it'll be next year. I want someone else to be featured as most influential next year. I'll be next week. I'm going to share something about the event and how those things thing. And actually, we'll do a. You guys can put in the chat if you guys want to be a paid speaker, speak at more events. Shalom's working on a new speaker kit for us. We've already been offered. We're speaking in Dubai and a whole bunch of stuff like that. But I'm going to give you guys the blueprint on one of these inner circles coming up too. And all right, Nemesio's here, my favorite student. Actually, he's my favorite because I would not have been in LA without him. And I do want to give him his flowers. But Nemesio, who said, "What's money for?" Go ahead, Nemesio, which I'm going to quote you from that. From now on, we're going to put that integrate. What's money for? Nemesio, the superhero. Go ahead, tell people what you do, and then we'll get into today's training.
Sure. All right. Have you guys ever been afraid? I have coming from Mexico. I started without knowing any English. I started multiple businesses, and now I run my. I have my own staff and my own. Sorry, I'm supposed to read my my script here.
No. You're not. By the way, life is not scripted. Go off script. Read it.
I'm gonna read it. Give me a second.
Dude, you could just show up and say. Go ahead.
Sorry, guys. Here. So have you ever been afraid? I have, coming from Mexico, not knowing any English and starting multiple businesses and not knowing what exactly to do. Now, 5 years in, I own and operate Superheroes Painting, where I have my own full-time staff, and we save homeowners day. My mission is to save the day for other individuals like myself looking to start a business, no matter where you are, big or small. I'm Nemesio, the most likable superhero. Follow me to see my journey grow. That's it.
Two more before we get in. Today we will cover a mindset training. So I want you to clear your mindset on this. Anything's possible, especially maybe when you're desperate, when you're at your last hope. Okay, anything's possible. I'm going to show you the 6 steps today. I encourage you to have a pen and paper to write them down for it. And this will be good for your business, your brand, and anything you're doing. Before then, I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to actually share because we have an inner circle favorite in here, family member from Dallas, Texas, from a move and everything. So why don't you tell people what you do really quick? Because it did switch. I know I don't want to spoil it. Maria Rodriguez, go ahead. What do you do?
Hi, I am Maria Rodriguez, and I am a business consultant. And I recently started a business, and I kind of fell into it by accident. And so I've been kind of like keeping it a secret for like the past 6 months because I was in the fitness industry. I was like Instagram influencer getting paid, doing TikToks. And then I just closed my accounts and I went full on with Airbnb property management. And I couldn't be happier. Like, I can't tell you how happy it makes me to serve my clients and my customers, and finding a new avenue in the real estate deal is just like, it's such a fun avenue. Like, I never knew it was going to be this fun. And so that's what I do. And it's good to be visiting, guys.
Yeah, no, good to have you here. So just so you know, I don't want to share your whole story. You didn't share your story. You kind of told me where you are. By the way, I never tell anybody I'm a business consultant. Okay. I just say I'm a marketing consultant because I feel like I got to like sell a few businesses before I say that. But 100% I'm a business consultant. That I help hiring, I help with training, I help recruiting, I help all that. So although Changing Life Consulting is a marketing consultant, I'm more of a marketer. It's a marketing masterclass. We definitely heal with marketing and stuff like that too. I'm a part of other little masterminds. I'm part of Albert's actually. And there was a little thing that even people that I looked up to for time, I actually have more pedigree. And I'm not afraid to say it like, hey, I know what I'm doing, right? So on hiring sheets and stuff. And it's also because I've surrounded myself with the best people on our list. I don't know if Natalia's here. She came in for a second. I don't know if she's actually here. She might have left because we had some guests. I just want to honor guests. All right. If not, we're gonna go into tonight's training. Let me go share here. All right, so I want everybody to put in chat. This is gonna be a little bit more interactive. What your desired monthly income is, okay? And it could just be do it something realistic of what your mindset is and what it believes. And I want to see some of these because mine, for the longest time, I went to a marketing masterclass, and one of the guys who's now a friend of mine does about 1.2 million a month. So I just would write down 1.2, okay? And shout out to Maria. 25K Patrick Lewis. We got 10K plus Amber Cahan. There's no right or wrong answers, okay? And you don't have to put in the chat. Maybe just write it down by yourself, okay? So today we're going to cover LA Style Awards. This was a wire transfer just a couple days ago. That was $31,000 for consulting advice, okay? If you see the account, we have about 4,000 in there, and we didn't have that, and I wouldn't have been, okay? And talk about honesty is someone selling at personal 25K a month, okay, in his personal business, personal coaching business. And Mark Jean, we'll feature you today. And I know you're a rock star. I know you're with Richie Dolan and all that. I think you're a certified 10X licensee. I know all about you, man. So we'll get to you at that. 10K, 15K, 20. Okay, all right. So Aaron Christensen, 10K through 50K starting end goal. 25. Okay, so he's got it all planned out. And then 25, 50 minutes. All right. Whatever way, life's a numbers game. Okay, write that down. Life's a numbers game. All right, blood pressure, rent, car payment, payroll, right? Plane ticket. All right, I'm going to talk about my buddy Nemesio really quick. I got locked out all my accounts, my Zells, everything. Okay, he got on Zoom with me so I could make it to this place, LA Style magazine. This girl Trisha Love, who bought out the magazine 3 years ago, and she has a mission to really bring more people. Really with the love of Jesus is really her thing for it. And it's LA. And if you guys haven't been to LA is a little risky, man. Jesus isn't really rampant over there. There's a lot of like crazy stuff over there, right? But so I joined the Beats of it. She might even come on and share one day for it. She's actually looking to become buy my next course that's coming out on Thursday. We do a webinar. Okay. So I'm going to read the speech really quick in here. There's a write-up in LA State Magazine. Let me tag Angela, IG Live, because she opted in a while ago, and it was like a long citing to this. So I'm going to go to my notes, and I'm just going to read off really quick 3 stories, okay? And I'm going to explain why, and we're going to go over this in something later on. So I'm also going to do this because I did a bad job before. So today, I want to share with you 3 stories about 3 words that changed my life, and I hope it does the same for you. The first story is about the word inspire. So I'm not going to read it totally to save time, but Boca Raton, Florida Thanksgiving, my older brother who I always looked up to, inspired me as I was standing in what was a mansion to me. I still remember it. He had everything, beautiful kids, supermodel wife, all the fancy cars. I quickly discovered he was empty inside. As his wife was leaving him for a multimillionaire, he came to me and said, let's start a business and make millions. I said, sure. A coffee shop music studio, as some of you may know, was the concept. And it was really to get his family back. 2 days after the blueprint, me and him agreed on and me to leave teaching. I taught coding at a middle school. I went to wake him up to get a haircut, and he didn't wake up. I lost him to drugs, fentanyl. After being in a fog for a few months, I made the dedication to build an honor of him. Not just one, but the biggest franchise ever, bigger than Starbucks, Kokomo J's. You don't give up in America, I would say. I made a vow, and this is important as Patrick was in here before. And I don't know if you come off mute in here. I made a vow, and this is very true. And this is why I committed you guys to all say your story. That I live by the creed to inspire others always. Okay. I always liked the Trumps. I always liked the guys who were like shock jock humor. Okay. I thought it was funny to me, but it wasn't inspiring. So I made a vocal. If I did a YouTube channel, I wouldn't swear in it, and I'd inspire others. When I found as you lead to inspire, by inspiring others, you will be inspired more. There's actually a show of me when I first made a really good sale. I gave $100 to a girl who needed it during Christmas. Maybe I'll share that at the end. But I promise, if you only remember one thing today, remember this. Live to inspire others always. If you live by that creed, that will change your life as you go forward. The second story is about integrity. Doing the right thing when no one is looking. I remember my mom saying, as the journey to do whatever it takes to learn business, I started by doing door-to-door solar. Going down long driveways and hot days, I knew there had to be a better way. Running Facebook ads and then making a decision to code and build an AI lead generation software, which is pretty popular now, led me to a good problem, more leads than solar reps. I remember going to so many solar suppliers to try and unload the leads, which is now why I have the licensee, because I have all these people who want to work with me. So that's why I built out the licensee model. Same problem. And what stuck to me when I went to unload the leads to these solar guys was their lack of integrity. Doing the wrong thing for the customer because the margin is big and they will never know. I remember this. I'll explain it to you later. I decided in that moment that the true wealth is my name. Anyone I connect myself with must always do the right thing and need to know that is a key part of integrity is being honest. And more importantly, being honest with yourself, because you don't get to lie to yourself. Yourself knows when you lie. And a look at me at my best social media world that gets people like Maria Rodriguez to quit Instagram. Okay. I made the decision to put it all out there. Okay. And to June, who's not in here, to his demise, everything, people say I post too many girls on there. They say I put whatever, man. I put out there when I was brokenhearted. All right. By the way, I post just as many guys as girls. People just notice the girls. I'm just being totally transparent. I've counted. Over the years, all my fail forward led to what it started today, which is on my hat, Changing Lives Consulting. It's a business consulting business. The heart of what it is was integrity. The heart of what built it is integrity. And even if it lost me money in the beginning, I bet on doing the right thing would always win out. So if anybody's done any free consulting coaches and helped people that didn't make money, I've been there. Okay. Down the street in Culver City from this event, where it became 3 years ago, being flown out from marketing consulting or business consulting, really is what it wound up being, made sure I did not withhold information to just sell a solution like so many others I've seen do. See, in the end, I have to live with myself. We all have to live with ourselves. One thing I must remember, when you don't know what to do, always act in integrity. Each time you act in integrity, it builds character. It becomes your brand, and it's how you build true wealth in your name. The third story is about influence. Who had influenced you most in life, good or bad? Why do some people like Abraham Lincoln, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King Jr. have an energy and an influence we still have today? There's always emotion behind influence, a story, and more importantly now than ever, of what you stand for. To be an influencer, I'll say it again, you need three things. You need emotion, you need a story, and you need to know what you stand for, okay? Which I know Angela Vasquez is talking about. I encourage you more now as AI is taking over, which I know more so than anything, and it'll be able to fake emotion, that you be true to what you stand for today more than ever. Few people here at this event had a positive influence over me, knowing their story and what they stand for. Let me tell you first, the time I first saw Trisha Love, the girl in here, who's behind it, her story and what she stands for is why I'm a part of this event. Let me tell you, the first time I heard the story of Robert Herjavec, a Shark Tank, who I actually turned and gave an award to, it motivated me to keep going. He grew up in very, worse than any poverty out in Russia. I'll let him, he'll come on here. I'll help him tell a story eventually. It motivated me to keep going, to see him growing. Let me tell you, Emily Ford. If you guys don't know Emily Ford, she has the It Factor show. She actually said something really cool that I'll share at the end. I had her speak, and I had God speak to me right at the end when she influenced me at an event she spoke at that I didn't really want to go to in Miami. And Tim's story, who was the first to publicly believe in me and be stated to unleash what I've become, and now countless others. And now I said this in what Tim's story is and thing. I said, now I really don't want to let him down because he's watching. Last week, I had one of the toughest days in my business, and I started to doubt myself again. Actually, it's a miracle I'm here right now. I prayed to God to show me if I'm supposed to continue to do this, to give me courage. As I prayed this, I took off my hat and I looked at the words, the core values you talked about. And the first word was courage. Okay. I'll talk about that in mindset later on. The last person I expected to have influence on me was the newest team member that I just hired. And I prayed to God that I would have to let go because of what just happened. He spoke up and spoke courage into me. And that day, everyone else I ran into shared a verse in the Bible, Jeremiah 29:11. This verse, I really never studied, never even knew. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper and for hope. Got shared to me multiple times that day. There was actually an 8K presentation that the guy had it on his ring. It's on my story. Where we all are is because of those who have influenced us. I encourage you going forward from here on out to lead to inspire, stand for integrity, and then we will all be a stronger influence in the world that we desperately need now. And I promise you the income it leads to is the true wealth that you can never get enough of. Thank you. So that was me actually reading it more. I kind of winged it a little bit. I did a decent job. I don't know if Tony was in there. It was quicker. Okay. So that was the event. That was the little takeaway from the event and the event there. There's a Tony's enough behind this blade of grass right now. All right. So Think and Grow Rich and Acting Rich. Who here, show of hands, has read Think and Grow Rich? No? If you didn't, I encourage you to read it. Okay. It was one of the first books I read. I want to see your hands are in the chat. Mark Jean, you read it, right? Yeah, I know you read it. Can anybody tell me, and this is okay if you can't, because this, at the event, the most valuable thing that came to the event. Oh, here, Nimis, you raised a hand. You want to say something? Oh, you're just saying you read it.
I read the book. That's all I'm saying.
Good.
Sorry.
Can anybody tell me, and this is okay if you can't, can anybody tell me the six action plans that Think and Grow Rich gives you to do at the end? Does anybody know them? So, right? So neither did I. Okay. So I'm not going to come on here and sit here and say, oh my God, I know and be one of those people, which I could have done. I could say, well, you're going to learn this and this. I realized, holy freak, man. I read the book. It's revere the book. And I wasn't doing these 6 steps. So what we're all going to do today, and I did these, by the way, I don't know them, but I did them when I got to my first 10K month with one of my coaches of 7,800. I do remember we went over it. And it's the 6 steps we're all going to do today. So I said, get sure on a number. And I'll tell you this, guys, the number you want, whether it's in your business consulting business, whether it's in your cleaning business, whether it's in your personal brand, your coaching business, whatever it is, okay? Whatever the number is, make it a little bit odd or a favorite number. If it's too rounded, the way our memory works, okay, you don't believe it. If I just say, $100, it's not believable. If I say 77 or you put it, it does something to your brain where you just remember it, okay? It's why people say, show up on meeting 802, okay? That's where that thought comes from. So I'm actually close the chat here so I can see this. So these are the 6 steps to action and grow rich, okay? So my number is 400,000 I'm going to put here. Maria, do you want to say something?
It's funny that you say that because I have a vision board in my backdrop usually for my Zoom calls, and I had to take it down and edit it because I put I wanted to make 22,500 every quarter on my cleaning business, and then I got for the first quarter I got that amount, and the second quarter rolled around and I was like, I'm still at that amount, and then I was like, maybe I need to raise that number. Because in my subconscious, I was only making that amount every 3 months. I was like, what are we doing wrong? And so I realized that the number, exactly that number, 22,500 was the number that we've been reaching for the past 2 quarters. I was like, I need to change that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome. By the way, did I ever share you, just because I have you here now and you're not here, did I ever share you the hiring sheet for Mastery Management? Did I ever get that to you or no?
No.
Okay, anybody who's in, I'll get that to you tonight, remind me, and I'll get into it. It's very valuable to have. I didn't because it was my brother's in Hawaii with his wife right now. He told me I could, but I didn't want to say, I bought his course. I paid, it's $49 for his course, totally worth it. If you guys ever wanted to manage your mastermind, I get paid nothing. I'm not an affiliate for it. That's what he has it listed as. It should be way more than that. And he also, and the interviewing sheet is in there. It's called Mastery Manager. It's all about managing teams and hiring. It's great. We actually watch it internally with our team. Was gonna say, and I also paid the lifetime offer. All right. But all right, so this is it. So the first thing you want to do, okay, and kind of like this, and I know everybody here did a reality board who's an Inner Circle member. It's a reality board, is you want to establish a date by when you will acquire money. So I picked my dad's birthday, August 14th, 2024. And I picked, I'm going against it. I said 400K a month. We'll have to switch that. We'll switch it to 417K a month. We'll get at that. We'll go from 100K to that. All right. So, and I'm just saying this, guys, to a point, but as I'm going to say this, I'm going to do the same thing to you. Okay. So I'm going to put August 14th. I actually have a thing where I'm going to shave off my beard if I don't hit a number for the team, which I don't want to do. All right. So I want you to pick a date. Okay. And it could be a realistic date. It could be 6 months from now. It could be 2 months. It could be whatever it is. Okay. And you can adjust. By the way, just if you don't hit anything, a lot of people get tired of not hitting stuff. I'd rather have something big. This is the 10X rule way. It's something big and then not hit it and come halfway through. That's always the way I would like to do it. But there is a way of smart goals, smart attainable goals. And it all depends on your mindset and where it's at on belief. You don't want to set up anything that you don't believe. You want to give yourself wins. So this is tangible for me. This could be a win. Okay. From what I've done in my past, where my brand's at, we have a lot of things and I'll go for how it's tangible. All right. So August 4th, 400K a month I have. All right. And you guys can share if you want to come off mute, share what you have for your date. Or you can put in the chat too as well or share. I want this to be more interactive and fun if you guys come back too, because we hit money. All right. This is a little bit more kind of thing. So number 2, so first one's create a date. Okay. By when you will acquire the money. Okay. So in your coaching business, maybe in your painting business, if you have 2 businesses together, right? I know Nemesio, he's a coach and he has his superhero painting. So, by the way, Nestor's not in here. I want to connect you with Nestor. All right, so acquire a date. So I put August 14th, right? Then the next thing is create a definite plan and execute. So this is the plan. So just so you know, guys, I had to be creative. This is a little bit hard. I don't plan you to do this all right now, but I'll show you just to get you some ideas with value ladders. And because I can whip up an offer, no big deal, because I've trained people to speak coaching. I've been doing this for years, right? So actually another one I could put on is the story to stage. I can bring that up and teach people how to speak on stages. But so the changing life consulting products and revenue opportunities, okay? Because that's all we get paid for is advice. That's the only way we get paid. We make no money off course or anything. I try and tell people that all the time for it. That's why I made a $9.99 thing. So if people want to ask me advice, they can just pay $9.99 to do my voice message. I generally want to help people, but that's where it's at. All our licensees, okay? At least for me. So Dream Team, we did a 90-day group consult. Okay. So it's going to be a group. Actually, anybody who's a part of this Inner Circle now, which is $397 a month. I'm actually going to give anybody on here. This is a bad thing. If you want to continue with this, it's going to be $197 a month. And the reason why is because we're going to get access to 2 calls. This is what we're going to do on Tuesday and Thursday. We're going to do the Dream Team group. I literally have one of the best, strongest teams, and I want to teach people how to do that. I did a lot because of mastering management, that I interviewing sheet tools that I'm giving you, and now we're going to show people. This is going to be a totally new offer. It'll probably be ready in about 4 weeks. We'll do a webinar for it. There'll be an offer, but anybody who's in the Inner Circle, it's going to be a 18K offer. Okay, so we're going to get really high ticket people in there. We're going to sell it for 7K. One of my direct competitors, I'll say, I shouldn't say his name. I should not say his name, but I want to. Maria, I'll tell you later. I won't say it out loud, okay? But he's selling the same offer and I could sell it. And my own licensees went and bought from this guy and they could have bought from me. And instead of getting mad, I said, nope, I'm going to create the offer and do it. And I'm creating the same exact price as the guy there, okay? And it's funny because then my own licensees kind of looked at me and were like, yeah, Jeff, you could have done this. And the guy's already trying to upsell us. And, they were having buyer's remorse. So I was like, all right. So that's the Dream Team. Anybody who's a part of the Inner Circle right now, who's already a paying client, you will get bonuses to be on a new Dream Team building up. It's a really souped up training. I'll go over it later on. Or you take advantage after this thing. and you get to come Tuesday and Thursday. You get extra added support. Okay. I'm going to go away from doing my webinars where I sell on Thursday, which is what I do to drive revenue. I'm just going to have 2 days, Tuesday and Thursday. And the reason why I picked it that way is because my direct competitor, they do it on Tuesday and Thursday. So that's why. All right. So market research. All right. So then we have our licensee program. Our licensee program, which I showed you at the beginning, okay, is another product. If we sell 25 of these, we're 7,800. Unlike my Uncle Grant, we're not just selling them, we're qualifying people, we're vetting them, we're making sure they have good hearts, they're everything like that. No, we just don't give this away like candy. So we're gonna hope that we can pay 25 people for that honorary thing. That's the same price that Pace Morby, if anybody knows Pace Morby, great guy, he did for his lifetime licensee program thing. And then solo platinum branding. So we have a 30K, 20K, we have a 20K, 30K, 50K, and 100K packages. Okay. That's all working with me one-on-one with all build outs, our templates, everything right there. Right. And then we have a paid influencer course. This will actually be advertised. It's almost finished. I got to record more of it on Thursday on how to get Zara to pay you, how to get paid $1,500 for an Instagram thing, how to get paid the most. There's 8 ways to get paid on brands. We put it all in the course. We're going to go over on Thursday's webinar, okay? Which will offer just, it's taking your guys' inner circle. It's going to be valued at $10,000. We're going to sell for first 400 people at $997. Okay, if I just do that and I don't do anything else, I'm at 400K. I'm close to 400K a month, right? So you see now it gets real. So I want you guys to think, and if you guys don't need it, and we'll work with you a little bit later, you can use the chat of what products you can get to, I'm at 4. It's funny because sometimes I'll have a little goal and then I'll have someone else have a bigger goal and show it how it's out. I'm like, wait, maybe I should have that goal. And that's why it's good to be in masterminds, okay? For that, always think bigger. And then the inner circle is $397 a month in a WhatsApp chat, which we all decided. I had everybody vote. Everybody likes WhatsApp. We can mute. We finally can WhatsApp. They don't like Facebook. We're gonna upload this call in Facebook. We're gonna cap it at 256 people. I know it's a lot. A lot of them are going to be people from the dream team and but if the bare minimum pay $397, which we're going to give it half off at $197, then that's actually a wrong math, but that's some money there too. All right. So that's the plan. So we created a definite plan. Right now, the plan I'm going to go to is having a $997 course and sell 400 of them. And I'm $2 shy. And then I'm going to hit and mess you up for $2. All right. To get in there. All right. So it's 3, and this is huge, by the way. For 3 books that go in and join with Think and Grow Rich, I'm going to give you 2 other books. There's one I'm reading right now. Okay. And David's not here, so I can read it slowly. If David was here, I'd say I have to read it fast. But it's Think and Grow Rich, As a Man Thinketh. Okay. These are available both on YouTube. The other one's not available. And the other one's called U Squared. Okay. It's called U2. All Bob Proctor books, all mindset books, all great. And this here, anybody who's in their circle chat, I will send you the same exact tomorrow affirmation video I listened to. And these, Tony Robbins calls them incantations. It's program your subconscious mind. And you're going to say this and you're going to write out a statement. Okay. I'm not going to get ahead of it. So this is the third thing. So I have 400K in the bank on August 14th. All my clients are winning and my bad debt is all paid off. Right. Good, right? How good would that feel, right? Now, time limit. So now to get to 400K, to get it real, to get you really now, and I want to say you this, guys, don't be busy, be productive. I'm never busy, I'm productive, okay? I want you to lead tomorrow on that, okay? Am I being productive or being busy? I'm giving shout outs to people in Waterbury Mall in Connecticut. This is being busy. This isn't really productive. Nobody's going to buy, right? We're not getting there. Maybe one person. There's a guy in there, right? I have 400K on the bank on August 14th, and everybody's winning. All my debt is paid off. Time limit, 48 days. Also, on number 3, know that tomorrow I have 47 days to that. Whatever time limit you have a time limit. Keep yourself track of the time, okay? You guys can do this in Inner Circle chat. Number 5, this is huge. What you intend to give to get the money. And I'm going to say that again. What you intend to give to get the money. A lot of times we think we have to receive, right? But you have to give. I have to go, if I wanted to clean this hotel here, I have to go bid out and I have to give my time up to clean this whole hotel to get something of the money, right? I have to go pitch it, right? What do you intend to give? How many houses do I intend to paint, right? On that. Bullseye, I love that. One of the best books of all time. That was good. I found it so hard to read, seemed repetitive. Yeah, Maria. By the way, another great book that I suggest that Grant doesn't, but I really like it. It's called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I'll share in the Inner Circle chat the video of a breakdown of a walkthrough of me walking through that book from years ago when I was doing door-to-door sales. But it was definitely a good unlock book, and it was like it was definitely it kind of had the same principles that Think and Grow Rich did, just not as hard. If anybody's doing that. So number 3, this is good. What you intend to give to get the money. So manage time better, sell more, webinars, finish course, more content, right? What do you intend to give, right? So I tend to give my time better to people. I tend to give out better inner circle calls. So people talk about it, so they refer people. I tend to sell more and be on the phone more and call people. You know, I usually have my team calling Ken, and I'm too big time. I'm like, you know, at my lab, I can't talk to anybody, right? Hey, maybe I'll get on the phone, right? Webinars, right? I actually have all these templates at Shalom, made all these beautiful graphics for me, and I haven't recorded them. I could record them and we could send those out when we're prospecting, right? With it. Finish course, man, something any of us do. I in my course, I'll say this to you, it's going to come out. We're going to do it this way. I'm not looking at the camera. I could be a perfectionist and say, I'm not looking at the camera, putting B-roll footage on it. We'll be all right, right? More content. By the way, content leads to anything. We have Viral Alchemy. We don't have June in here, but I do a plug for him right now. He does all scripting if you don't know what to say. I know he's worked with some of the Inner Circle past members. All right, number 6. This is read statement aloud 3 times. So wake up, lunchtime, and before you go to bed. So what I did, actually, I'll do it right now. I don't know why it's 9 o'clock already. That's right. I'm in East Coast, not in Columbia anywhere. Hey Siri, set the timer for PM.
Timers can't be set for a time of day, so I set your timer alarm for 10 p.m.
All right. So I'm going to be in bed at 10 p.m. And before I go to bed, I'm going to read off the statement. I have $400K in the bank. All my clients are winning, and my bad debt is paid off. Or I will shave my beard, right? Make it real. So I don't want to do that, right? All right. Read statement aloud 3 times. So when you wake up, first thing, I'm not going to overwhelm you guys. I'm just going to keep it on this. If for anybody who's in the Inner Circle chat or has been in there, and once you join for it, I'll put in the actual other steps, okay, for it when you wake up that help. Maria, go ahead.
This is funny, but like I think this will help y'all. So I had a coach similar to Jeff, and he was very like
Was
rules
it
of
Craig?
engagement. No, his name is Steve Warner.
Okay, good, because I hate getting compared to Craig. Go ahead.
No. This was my coach, Steve Warner. This is before I met you. Okay, this is the first person that like put me onto like self-development, and he sent me this list. It was like a rules of engagement, and one of them was like, I'm highly valuable and I treat myself as such. I only surround myself with people that see and know my value and are supportive of my goals. I do not lower my standards, and I know this by memory because I I put it in front of my restroom, like in the toilet. And so every time I would go, I would read it to her. Now I just know it. So I think if you guys like put this statement where you go to all the time, you're just gonna know it by heart, and it's really just gonna manifest. And so I just an idea. You could put it in your restroom, or you could put it in front of the toilet, which it will get ingrained in your head for sure.
No, that's a great idea, actually. And anybody, I encourage everybody to do it. And then anybody do it on your bathroom mirror, do it somewhere where you see it. Take a picture, put it in our circle chat so we know it. And it's a great idea. Jake Paul, does anybody know who Jake Paul is? So Jake Paul's a boxer. He does this. And then he's like, there's someone out there working harder than you. It's in his mansion that he has, and he saved them all his things that he's doing it, you know? So Maria, I think that's a great idea. By the way, I encourage you guys all to raise your hand and share if you have ideas. Like that's what this mastermind. That's why I miss Maria in here, because she's so like that. She's so bold and powerful. Can I share your story quick for you or no? All right. It's cool. And I'm glad that the other girl left so I could share it. She's not in here now. Former stripper told she was gaining too much weight and she couldn't work, to then getting in the best shape of her life and helping women get into best shape and just being a fitness fanatic. Now she's a thriving business consultant and she owns multiple businesses, and she's going to get the hiring sheet. Actually, you all get it today from Josh Lewis Growth, who's in Hawaii. I ask anybody who gets it, you seek him out because he's in Hawaii. And if you have value from the sheet, you thank him and send him a good message and a testimony or something if you use it. Okay. That's the only thing I ask, because words to me are huge. And I know it would help him out a lot. All right. And especially because I'm kind of sharing it. All right. So this is it, guys. It's really not that hard. I know today wasn't most thing in here. Jeff, this was great. Thank you. Everyone got to run. Oh, Mark Jean didn't get him. Mark Jean, by the way, he's gone. All right. I'll share this.
Well, Jeff, I'm here. I just got to take off. My wife just called me. I got to go get my son from volleyball.
All right. Do you want to do a quick
volleyball.
10-second intro on who you are, what you do, and why you're amazing?
Why I'm amazing. Wow. I never,
you are amazing, by the way. I love this guy. Let me do an introduction really quick. Met him at 10X. Me and him both been raked over the coal, invested so much in 10X. I'm just gonna be honest. Anybody, Grant's a great sales guy. She's not consulting. I never want to do that. Not that it's bad stuff, but sometimes they douse you. And I saw where he was at, and I saw his heart to help. And I saw he had a business, and I just wanted to help him too. And I was like, this is a good guy. He's connected with a good friend of mine, Richie Dolan, as well too. And he's a 10X licensee as well. So I got him in that part too. But it's good. I wish I was, because I got to create my own stuff anyway. But that's my introduction. So go ahead, tell people a little about you.
Well, yeah, Jeff, I mean, I just meeting you at 10X in Miami last year. I guess it was last year. Yeah, it was great. I enjoyed our conversations and everything, that your heart really, because I could tell just from the conversations that we were having that you love helping people. And so I really appreciate that. But yeah, I'm out here trying to learn to grow and scale my business. I have a home technology business, or smart home tech. We work in a lot of celebrity homes and big homes here. And it's been a challenge trying to get out of that, and then just leveraging my, being a 10X business coach or licensee. They call it 10X business coach now. Because I'm just using that to teach the guys on my team and kind of train them, and now trying to leverage that into helping others, because I see the impact that it's had on my life. And so now I want to be able to help others, be able to separate themselves from their business and learn how to grow and scale their business. So that's what I'm about and looking for.